Hey, what's up, people? Pizzal here, and continuing my series, Halloween with Hooper, a month-long celebration of Tobe Hooper's filmography. Today I want to talk to you guys about 2000's Crocodile. Now, in the early 2000s, there seemed like there was a litany of these kinds of nature runs amok movies that hit video store shelves. You had movies about killer crocodiles, killer alligators, killer sharks, killer spiders, killer squid. You name it. They were all super cheap looking. They all had really bad CGI, and they all went direct to DVD. And this was the milieu that Tobe Hooper found himself working in at the turn of the 21st century. The plot here is simple. A group of spring breakers run afoul of a very large, very vengeful crocodile. Mayhem ensues. And while Crocodile is cheap looking, has some bad CGI, although they keep the bulk of the CGI really toward the end of the movie, and it went direct to DVD, I've always had a soft spot for the movie. And it's not necessarily just because of the fact that Tobe Hooper is involved. Crocodile is the kind of movie you watch with a few friends over a few brews, and you have a few laughs. It's one of those movies where it's exactly what you think it is, to borrow Peace's tagline. It's about a man-eating giant crocodile doing exactly what man-eating giant crocodiles do best. And on that level, the movie succeeds. It's a fun movie, period. Nothing more, not maybe a little bit less, but a fun movie nevertheless. If you go into Crocodile expecting just a good, silly, fun time, you'll probably have a good, silly, fun time. If you go into Crocodile expecting anything on the level of Tobe Hooper's career from the original Chainsaw to Chainsaw 2, Hooper is smart not to waste too much time on exposition or character development, even though most of the characters here are pretty well defined and likable for the most part. He gets right down to the nitty-gritty of what everybody who rented this movie back in the day wanted, which is the crocodile just basically eating everybody in sight. Hooper interjects enough bizarre moments and odd character types like the local gator farmer
Crocodile, and a pissed off one at that,
and his pigment-challenged protege
Eat these smelly chickens
to make it undeniably a Tobe Hooper movie. We also get lots of Hooper trademarks like low-angled shots, and Hooper actually manages to build a sense of urgency, particularly toward the end of the film. He's smart enough to understand that this is an absolutely absurd premise, so the movie's not to be taken seriously at all. I love the fact that there's one character in the movie who just incessantly complains about mosquitoes and sprays himself down with bug repellent even after his leg has practically been gnawed off by the giant crocodile. Later on, that same character is swallowed whole by the crocodile and then almost immediately regurgitated whole because the beast can't stomach the taste of him coated in layer after layer of this bug spray. Overall, Crocodile is definitely not a standout in the Tobe Hooper filmography. However, I can think of much worse ways that you can waste 90 minutes of your time. And when you compare Crocodile to some of Hooper's later efforts like Mortuary and Gin, Crocodile's practically a freaking classic. I like the movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I do recommend it if you're into nature runs amok movies with a really bizarre kind of edge to them, a very Tobe Hooper kind of edge to them. But again, keep in mind, this is nowhere near the level of work that Tobe Hooper did Texas Chainsaw Massacre up to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. But again, I've always had a fun time watching this movie. It's the kind of movie that was made to be watched by a group of guys who are drinking beer and just you know, having a fun time with the movies. If you've seen Crocodile, please let me know what you think of it down in the comments section below. Keep your eyes peeled, as I will return soon with another Tobe Hooper movie, as Halloween with Hooper, my month-long celebration of Tobe Hooper's filmography, continues. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.